What's good, my YouTube family? Alex here, back again with another video. As you guys can see by the title, today we're gonna be talking about moving back in with your parents during the pandemic. Man, I hope I'm not alone in this, y'all. I'll go ahead and give y'all a little backstory about me. I'm 27 years old. I done lived on my own since I was 21 years old. Moved back in with my parents last summer. Bro, that's something I never expected to see myself. Being on my own for so long, I never thought the day would come when I would have to pull back to Pops and be like, yo, bruh, you got a spare room? Was good. Here we are. So I thought this was a pretty relevant topic because I can't be the only one in this position. At least I hope I'm not the only one in this position. Maybe for some of you younger people, you can already relate to this on another level. For me, I'm still trying to get adjusted, and it's been like 6 months now. But let's go ahead and get into the pros first, and then I'll go ahead and talk about the cons. Pro number one, you save money, bruh. I think that's the easiest way to go ahead and put it. We all know that you save mad bread living at home, assuming that you're being smart with your money, obviously, and not buying stupid stuff. That's been my number one pro, being able to use my money to put into different investments or taking different classes or courses, or just being able to have extra money just to kind of do, I don't want to say whatever I want because I use it in a productive way, but having more money just leads to me being able to get more assets, really. I think that's really the best way to put it. You save mad bread and you're able to at least go ahead and save up for when the time does come for you to get your own crib or get a new house or whatever the case may be. You got the bread to do so. Pro number two, which can be for some people the biggest blessing in disguise as far as living at home goes, you get to learn who you really are. And that's tough. Coming from someone like me who's been working, grinding for so long, I don't want to say so long because I'm still young, but moved out and kind of been doing their own thing for a long time. You're kind of just always on the go, and you think you're making good money, or you're staying busy, or you got your own crib or your own job or your own car, whatever the case may be. You think you're doing okay, you know, you kind of have good understanding on life. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, that can kind of just be distractions, and at the root of everything, you still really don't know who you truly are or what your purpose truly is. A big thing that's happened with me, at least, is I've gotten a chance to kind of find myself or figure out, you know, who do I want to be, or what some other things I want to do, or what some new hobbies I can learn, or what traumatic experiences in the past have I not healed from, or what some of the mistakes that I made in the past that I don't want to commit again in the future. You kind of just start to really look back on your life, like the things that you enjoyed or things that went good, and then the things that went south, and you kind of just get a better understanding on the type of individual you want to be just in general. So that's been a huge thing for me, is just really being able to figure out, you know, what type of person I want to be, why did I commit some of the things that I committed in the past, and what can I do for the future to make sure those things never happen again, as well as just doing the best to just become the best individual in general I can. Pro number three, some of you guys would consider this a con depending on your situation, but for me, being gone for so long, spending time with family. Now, I'm originally from Sacramento, California, but I moved to San Diego, California at age 21 and haven't really been back since. So for the past 6 years, I haven't really gotten to see my family too much, so they don't really know too much about me, if I'm being honest. So this has been a huge chance just for me to kind of really get to know my dad on a deeper level, get to know my stepmom on another level, get to know my brother, my sister, my auntie, like just all the people that I kind of left in the past. It gives me another chance to kind of just build that relationship with them all over again. And that's been huge, you know? You can always say that you love someone, which obviously I love them, but I didn't really know them and they didn't really know me. So this has just been a great time for us to kind of get to know each other on another level and strengthen our bond. The last pro I have, even though there's millions more, I just wanted to leave it with this: you have to practice patience and delayed gratification. I think that's two words nobody wants to hear. Practice patience and delayed gratification. Bro, don't tell me that. I'm not trying to hear, no, I gotta wait for this to happen, or I'm not trying to hear, I gotta be patient about a situation. I ain't trying to hear that. I want whatever it is I want right now, bro. But you can't. What I'm learning is you can't change your current situation overnight. It takes time. You gotta put the work in every single day. Not put the work in for a week and then take 2 weeks off. Not put the work in for a month and then take 2 months off. You gotta put the work in every single day. Putting that work into you, putting that work into your finances, putting that work into your family and friends. Not really seeing results right away. Not really knowing when you're gonna be able to move out the crib. Not really knowing when that next paycheck may be coming in, or whatever the case may be. You just don't really know the future. I think with us during the pandemic, we're really just stuck in uncertain times, and it just takes time, bro. So practicing delayed gratification is huge, because you could feel like you're doing everything right, but not really seeing the results that go with it. And all you can do is really just stay the course and keep putting that work in. That's what I got for the pros. Now for the con. And my cons is probably light work compared to y'all, but con number one for me has to be having no freedom. As I said, coming from a city like San Diego for one, to a city like Sacramento, where it's already just totally opposite cities to begin with. On top of that, being in a pandemic, living with your parents, you have no freedom, bruh. If you guys watched my video yesterday, I said, you know, honestly, all I do for the most part is go work out, run some errands real quick, and come back to the crib and repeat it every single day. And that's legit been my routine for like the past 6 months now, and that is trash. There's no beaches here. When I go on my runs, there's no dope scenery here. I can't really be out like that when people be hitting me up. I be having times people hit me up and I'm like, bro, I can't even go out because moms and pops be tripping, or yo, stay high risk with COVID. I can't even be out like that, bro. Like, it can be embarrassing at times being a grown man having to tell people, yo, you can't dip because you with the parents right now. Like, that ain't really a good look. So for me, definitely, I've had to get adjusted to not being able to do whatever I want whenever I want. That can be hard for some people. Con number two, the old heads just be talking, bruh. I ain't trying to hear back in my day this happened. I ain't trying to hear, you know, this song from 1970, 1980. Bruh, I ain't trying to hear, no disrespect to the Spinners and Alexander O'Neal and all these dope artists that came way before my time, but I ain't trying to hear about that every single day, yo. I ain't trying to hear how you ran the block in the hood 30, 40, 50 years ago, bro. Like, I'm not trying to hear all them stories, dog. You done told me that since I was a kid. So just hearing the old heads, the OGs kind of talk, it's funny, but at the same time, it gets kind of annoying quick. And it's like, bruh, like, this is a new generation. We don't really roll like that. So for me, I decided to put old head talk just because I'm kind of always hearing it over and over again. And it's just like, us millennials, we totally different from y'all. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna say that in the most polite way because my pops, I never know if pops is watching this. But yeah, we just gonna leave it at that. Con number three, you have to deal with people being extremely opinionated over everything. And when I say everything, I mean from people's relationships to people's finances to politics taking place. Just people be having opinions about everything. And it's like, you don't know what you're talking about, bruh. You just talking just to talk. That's another thing that I had to get adjusted to, is I'm just used to having my own crib, being able to say whatever I want to say in my own crib, but I'm in somebody else's crib, so I gotta abide by their rules and whatever opinions they have. It's like, you can try to challenge that if you want to, but in my experience, usually a challenge in somebody's opinion, especially an older person, that don't really work out, bruh. So it's best just to shut up, let them talk their crap, whatever they're gonna say, just throw some headphones in or just do whatever, read a book, whatever you need to do, bruh. The last con that I have is it can be mentally exhausting. Just living at home in general as a grown man or woman, for y'all watching this, it can be mentally draining. Just like, as I said earlier, having to practice patience, it's hard, bruh. Practicing patience is hard. Practicing delayed gratification is hard. We like to compare ourselves to other people's situations, so it's real easy to get caught up on Instagram or Twitter, or you see somebody just bought this house or somebody just moved into this condo, and kind of get down on yourself for not really having those same successes as other people have. It's real easy just to get down on yourself. I know for me personally, I had to delete social media because I just don't even want to get caught up in comparing my situation to other people's situation, or getting down on myself because it's like, man, 6 months ago I had this type of lifestyle, and 6 months later this is my lifestyle now, and so many negative things have changed during that time. It just gets real easy to get caught up, and you can really get down on yourself for that and forget what the end goal is. That's pretty much gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did like this video, go ahead and feel free to leave it a like. Go ahead and leave a comment, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will come back with another video tomorrow. It's Alex. I'll see you guys then. Peace.